Alright, what's up guys? Taco Panda coming at you with another deck build. Today I'm going to be doing a budget deck build for Blue Eyes White Dragon. This deck only costs about $40, so if you're within that budget, this is one of the best decks you can make with that amount. Most of these cards you can find in the Legend of Blue Eyes structure deck, which is only about $10, so buy 3 of those and you have 90% of the cards. Alright guys, before I get into the details of the card, I just want to say you guys loved Coriolanus, the children's theater video I did earlier this week. Since you guys loved it so much, I thought might as well post more of those kinds of videos. I'm going to be posting more like monologues, skits, and theatrical performances, and hopefully you guys will like that. And I will also be keeping the deck builds open, so don't think I'm getting rid of that, but let's get started, shall we? The 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. These are like the cheapest form of Blue Eyes. You know, if you want to get more fancy and get the originals or the autographed versions, then that's up to you, but those are the 3 I run. 3 Maidens with Blue Eyes. If you guys don't know what this card does, basically it can't be destroyed by battle, and if it's targeted for an attack or effect, it negates it, and then you can special summon a Blue Eyes from your hand or graveyard. So that's really good. Next we have 3 White Stones of Legends. When this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a Blue Eyes from your deck to your hand. Always comes in handy. 3 Alexandrite Dragons. With 2,000 attack points, these guys do not mess around, and only level 4, and cheap cards too. 3 Shining Angels. Bring out your maidens faster, or your Alexandrite Dragons, or whatever you want. 2 Divine Dragon Apocalypse. No one can pronounce that, so I did my best. Basically what this guy does, you can discard a dragon from your hand and add one from your graveyard to your hand. The 1 Honest. The God Honest. The 1 Gandora, Dragon of Destruction. Basically what this guy does is that you pay half your life points while he's on the field, and he nukes everything. And then he gains 300 for each card destroyed. This guy's amazing, but can be countered, so watch out for that. 1 Darkstorm Dragon. 1 Light and Darkness Dragon, possibly one of the most OP cards ever made. This guy just negates everything back and forth. Love him so much. He's one of my babies. And the 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. I would run 2, but keep in mind this is a budget build, so I'm guessing, you know, 1 would be cheaper for the whole deck in the long run. Now moving on to spells. Push that back. 3 Silver's Cries. Bring out your Blue Eyes from the graveyard with this. 3 Trade-ins. The combo with that Silver's Cry. Trade in your Blue Eyes and then use Silver Cry to bring them back. 2 Stamping Destructions. In this format, the back row is so stacked, you need to clear it out as fast as possible. 2 Cards of Consonance. This is basically like trade-in, but instead you're discarding a Dragon Tuner. 2 Enemy Controllers, just to take control of those pesky OP cards that you could possibly be dealing with, like 101. Extremely OP card. I don't even want to get into discussion about that because I'll probably rage. 2 Dragonshires. If you don't know what this does, it's basically like Foolish Burial, but you can send 2 dragons to the graveyard. And the last spell, 1 Dragon Shield. This card basically makes the dragon you equip it to invincible, but neither player takes damage from it, so that's the downside. But you know, I like comboing this card with Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, because that way he's safe and you don't need to worry about him being destroyed, and you can just keep using his effect to flood the field. Moving on to traps. There are not many traps in this deck, as traps are pretty expensive, and I got the most basic ones, but they still hold the deck together very well. 2 Fiendish Chains. I would run 3, but they are dead traps, so I don't like to fill up the spaces and leave them there forever, becoming useless afterwards. 2 Call the Haunted. For the same reason, I only run 2. They also become dead traps. 1 Castle of Dragon Souls. Basically, what this card does is that when your monster is declaring attack, you can banish one dragon from your graveyard, and your monster on the field gains 700 attack points. So, you know, that's a good way if you're attacking monsters close to attack points of yours. One Champion's Vigilance, which is basically Solemn Warning, but for this deck. This can pretty much negate anything as long as you have a level 7 or higher monster on the field. Blue Eyes, basically. And for the last trap, one Compulsory. Moving on to extra deck. The extra deck is extremely small and extremely basic as, you know, budget deck. And all it is are 3 Azure Eyes. You just need to, if you run this card, you're set. It's a good solid card, solid defense, solid effect. Just keep popping up Blue Eyes with this and you'll be fine. Alright guys, that was my budget deck. Leave a like below, comment below, and if you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button. And be expecting another monologue or skit coming later this week. Alright guys, this has been Taco Panda, and I will see you later.